Well, let's get another check on Coinbase, because those shares are lower now after trading volume came in lighter than forecast. Joining us now exclusively is Coinbase CFO Alesia Haas. Alesia, it's great to have you on, and just walk me through the quarter here, because it does look like revenue missed, as well as transaction revenue, subscription revenue, and trading volume, although stable coins were a bit stronger than expected. What do you attribute to the softer than expected quarter, at least versus street expectations?
Thanks so much for having me today. So, it was actually a quarter of all-time highs for Coinbase, despite lower volatility, and we saw non-Bitcoin price headwinds, which both impact our trading volume. We saw native inflows of native units across the board in every product, and we delivered all-time highs. We delivered all-time highs in our custody market share of $245 billion custodied on our platform. We delivered an all-time high of derivatives trading volume, crossing $1 trillion. We delivered all-time highs of our prime financing loan balances, which averaged over $1 billion in the quarter. And we saw all-time highs of USDC market cap, averaging around $60 billion. And we grew balances on our platform, up 13% to nearly $14 billion. So we had a lot of wins across the board. And I would say we're also shipping now at record pace. We launched perpetual futures in the US, 24/7 futures with 10 times intraday leverage. We launched payments, USDC payments in Shopify. We launched a new Coinbase One basic tier, and we launched a beta of the base app, which is going to completely redesign the consumer experience. And last, I just have to mention, Q3 is off to a strong start.
And that's exactly where I was going with you, is how does this position you for the second half of the year, especially with the Genius Act now passed? You obviously have, a big position within the stablecoin market with more legislation expected here. And then, of course, the acquisition of this crypto options exchange, Deribit.
Absolutely. Lots to go there. So, yes, Q3 is off to an incredibly strong start. We expect our July transaction revenue to be around $360 million, and we expect our subscription and services to hit an all-new all-time high in the quarter, in the third quarter. And we have new product launches to come. As you mentioned, we did announce Deribit in Q2, and we're excited to close in the second half of this year, which will bring options to our platform. And the Genius Act is going to unlock innovation in payments.
So when we talk about derivatives, specifically looking at Deribit, what is that going to bring to the U.S. marketplace and to your customers that maybe doesn't exist already? I guess, are you already factoring that into your outlook?
It's a great question. So Deribit is not in our outlook for Q3. But let me just zoom out and set the stage for derivatives. So we've talked about this, but derivatives represent about 75% of global trading volume. And the vast majority of that, 90% plus, is outside the United States. So we are changing all of that. And we're changing that first with our launch of perpetual futures in the US. We launched that a few weeks ago, and we are seeing week-over-week volume doubling. We also launched 24/7 access to Bitcoin and Ethereum contracts here in the US, and we're rapidly gaining share. Deribit will bring options. Initially, that will be non-US products, but over time, we hope to bring options to the U.S. as well.
So in terms of the product vision, because you are building out, you just mentioned some of the partnerships and products that you're forging into here. I know there was the one with JP Morgan that was announced earlier this week around credit cards being used for crypto transactions as well. How to think about the portfolio moving forward, especially as we're starting to see the tokenization of everything take root?
I'm glad you asked that question. So we are building the everything exchange. We have a vision that all assets should be tradable on-chain in one place, 24/7 with low friction. Our customers are asking for this. The technology is now ready. We at Coinbase here have been building the infrastructure for years now. And now the regulatory environment is also ready. So customers, technology, regulatory environment, it's all coming together. And we're launching pieces of this in the second quarter. We talked about perps. We talked about 24/7 trading. We also now have 300 assets on our platform for spot trading, and more is coming soon. So we're working on tokenized equities next. And this is going to be a multi-quarter build, but we're really excited for the future that this will unlock.